Hi, my name is Brittany, and today I'm going to be presenting my self-project, which was to do self-affirmations. So I primarily do my affirmations in the morning, and then I will do them throughout the day as well as I feel needed. An adjustment that I've made was to incorporate meditation to my affirmations. That way I can get a deeper connection with the words that I'm saying. This was an adjustment that I did track. I tracked how long I meditated for and how that made me feel about myself. Another adjustment that I made was to incorporate more outside time because besides softball, I spend a lot of my time indoors. So I wanted to have a change of my environment. So I didn't track this one, I kind of just did it as needed as well. So for about a year now, I've been really trying to figure out my self-worth and realizing what that means to me. So I actually thrifted this t-shirt. It says worthy on it. I got it like not too long ago, but it really stuck out to me. Kind of the root of my self-affirmations and why I wanted to do them was because of this self-worth journey. The reason why I chose self-affirmations was to have a better control of how my days went based on how I feel about myself. So a lot of the days when I feel down has to do with how I feel about myself. So I do a lot of negative self-talk, and that puts a big toll on how I feel about myself throughout the day. So I wanted to incorporate self-affirmations. That way I can have a pick-me-up not only in the morning but throughout the day as needed. So here's my data for my self-project. I rated myself of how I felt about myself every day on a scale of 0 to 5. I stole this idea from Cam to color code my moods ratings. So as you can see, there are more pinks and purples towards the end of April, which is a good sign. So a couple of the outcomes that have come out of self-affirmations was an overall higher self-esteem and a better control of my emotions. So obviously, if you say nice things about yourself, you're going to have a higher self-esteem, but for the emotion portion of it, I'm able to have more positive things to say about myself, not only in my affirmations, but also if I'm not able to read my affirmations right then and there, I have transitioned into more positive self-talk rather than negative self-talk. When it comes to what I learned about human change, especially about myself, that a lot of external factors control how I feel. For most of my life, and especially before doing this project, I used a lot of self-serving bias. So I'd put blame on other people or make excuses for why things happened. But now I try to take more accountability and figure out what I did to make something happen or what I could have done better. Another thing that I've learned is realizing how I displace or cope with stress. So when we talked about like outlets of frustration and social support and things of that nature, I'm a very type A person, so it's hard for me to give up control. So controlling things is how I cope with stress, and I don't necessarily have a control button to stop my day, but my self-affirmations kind of worked as that control button. So if I pulled out my phone and read my affirmations to myself, that was kind of like a reset of how I'm feeling. So as far as continuing on with my affirmations, I probably won't take time out of my day to read them to myself necessarily, but I definitely have learned to use more positive self-talk so that can be used as an affirmation. I also have the idea to make a big poster or a painting that has my self-affirmations on that to use as kind of a reminder. As far as the impact that this project has had on me, it'll definitely be a part of me. I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about how I handle stress and how I can have a better control of my emotions. So this project will definitely stick with me, and I will definitely use some of the things that I've learned to continue on with this healthier pattern. So as far as implementing more research about me and about my life, something that really stuck with me was when we talked about picking our day apart of what makes a meaningful day. So I'm about to graduate and I'm about to start nursing school. A lot of things are about to change for me. So with that, I'm going to have to change what I do throughout the day. I mean, my schedule is going to be completely different. I won't have softball anymore. So I'll have to kind of plan my day differently. I'm definitely going to be experimenting with what makes a day meaningful to me and what I can do to be productive, and also take away things that don't make me as productive or don't make me as happy. Thank you for tuning into my video, even though it is a requirement. But I wanted to end my video with the same message that I left at midterms, which is to find your self-worth. As my t-shirt says, I am worthy. I'm worthy just as much as you are worthy. Never belittle yourself or think you don't deserve something. Knowing your self-worth and what you deserve and what you can and can't take from other people, it shows a lot about who you are. So always know your self-worth, and always know that you deserve everything that you have, everything that you're given, and everything that you will have. So thank you again for tuning in. Bye.